Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to All Mamas. Today we're going to talk about Juan Soto waking up from the dead. We're going to talk about Cinco de Mayo. And we're going to talk about a little bit about MLB. Let's go! Welcome!
Cinco de Mayo,
It's your boy
Jiggy.
Jiggy Benji's, a.k.a. Mr. Lobster himself. And Negro Chimenea from DeportesKLK, and we got my boy Gonzi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Was shaking, it was baking, my boy. What it is, my nigga?
Little Cinco de Mayo. Little
Hey,
Cinco de
shit.
Mayo.
Just vibing Cinco de Mayo. Yesterday's a beautiful day. We celebrating for all our Mexicans out here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Mexicans, man. Shout out to my hijo de la chingada, way.
Canelo, big win by Canelo. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
definitely.
Mexican.
Shout out to Canelo, man. Shout out to Canelo. Big win, even though he beat one of our Cubans.
Yeah,
I ain't even gonna lie.
That Cuban
you
was
guys
dancing.
know me.
That Cuban was dancing. Let's not even
Yeah,
talk
man.
about it. Let's go back
you
to
guys
baseball.
know me. You guys know me. And no matter if you're Cuban, no matter where you're from, or no matter if it's my favorite team, I'm going to talk about it on my mama. We're going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And I feel like, bro, I feel like this motherfucker was running from that boy. He was about to hit him with a chalupa and a taco, boy. Like, ha, 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 ha.
And
ha,
the
ha.
size, that
He
man's a
knew.
giant. He's a giant, too. I just couldn't
That's what
understand.
I'm
He was
saying.
running.
I thought he was going to do a little better, Gonzi, but
Nah. I don't even
You know what I'm
saying? That's not even our sport. We
That's
don't
not
care
even
about
our
that
sport.
right
You're
now.
right. You're right about
baseball.
that. But
let's
shout
talk
out to
about
Canelo,
let's
though.
talk about the Walking Dead. Let's talk about what you were talking
Really?
about the last show about my boy Juan Soto.
But look, guys.
Same day, what was that? 2-3 days ago?
You're right.
Same day it comes out. What's a man do? Pa la calle, dos veces. 2 bombs, and one of them got robbed.
And one of them got robbed. I'm not even going to cap. Look, listen.
What
I'm
are
not
we
even
talking now? What was his average last 2-3 days ago? He was
Like
batting what?
230
240?
something, right?
Nah, he was 240.
240.
Right now, where's he at? We at 256.
56. We
We're
going up.
five- we're five
Look,
already.
Ladies and
You
gentlemen.
woke up a sleeping giant. Don't wake up a sleeping giant. Leon sleeping.
Yeah,
You
Gonzi,
know
dog.
it was going to show.
So you think I fucked up?
I think you spoke too soon. I
Look,
think you
look,
spoke too
hey,
soon.
listen. So listen,
guy's
ladies
a
and
proven
gentlemen.
man.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen. And let's blame it on the alcohol like my nigga T-Pain. You know what I'm saying? Cinco de Mayo. Matter of fact, let's cheers. Me and my boy, me and my bro. You know what I'm saying? This, mind you, this is sandbox shit. This is not no made up friendship. Like I met this nigga at Sedano.
Playground shit.
No. This is brotherhood shit. You dig? So we're gonna cheers to our first episode. You know what I'm saying? We actually got
Our mamas.
our intro already, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Jiggy and Gonzi. You know what I mean?
Yes,
We
sir.
in the building. We be in the building.
We
nigga.
here
You
to
locking-
stay.
You locking the door. We knocking that shit the fuck down.
We here to stay. Throw
Oh,
away the
mamas, you
keys.
dig? Let's go, man. So let's cheers to that, man. Cinco de
Shout out
Mayo,
the
man.
Mexicans,
You know what
boy.
I'm saying?
Shout out the Mexicans.
Shout out to my andales, man. Shout out to my andales, yeah?
Woo!
But
Damn, that shit came with
on
him.
another note, man, yeah, everybody knows how I pop my shit and I talk my shit about Soto. You know how my boy been dead. I'm not even going to cap,
It
my
takes
boy.
a man to know when they're wrong.
And I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
I can
I'm
see
wrong
that.
by speaking too soon. But as
I mean, it's still early.
it is,
We're
but
still
what
35 games.
But what I'm saying as a fan, as a baseball fan,
Yeah, you seeing it in
you know
a
what I'm
different
saying?
way. You're
I'm
seeing
looking
the
at
money.
it like, damn, though, they don't gave you this big ass check.
You thinking every at bat you
and-
got to hit a home run.
I don't want to hit a home run, but I
Or
want
be
you to
on
have
base.
better games.
He can't have. What you're saying is with that type of money, he can't have an offer.
No, I didn't
basically.
say that neither. But it's like when you watch Griffey back in our time, and you watch
Griffey had multiple offer games.
Listen, but when you watch Griffey back in our time, and when you watch players like Sosa and McGuire and Barry,
I get it.
That's
Ricky
our time
Henderson.
now. Yo, what are you watching the game for? You watching for them to do the thing. You watching for them to hit the
But
bombs.
you're right.
You get what I'm saying?
But they also didn't
You're
have.
not watching for
they
the nigga
also
to
didn't
walk
have
3
$800 million.
times. Huh?
They also didn't have $800 million.
Because at that time, even if, for instance,
I don't care what time.
Yo, my
Nobody
bro.
had that type of money.
because A nigga like you gotta understand.
He's worth more than
If
like
they
4
get-
teams
Like
together.
when Cano got the 230, whatever he got, 210, whatever the fuck he got,
With Seattle.
that was like 800 right now.
But what you can't talk to me about Seattle, what he did in Seattle. He disappeared in Seattle.
No, but he snapped when he got to the Yankees,
When he was with the Yankees first.
and they gave him
And
more
they
money.
didn't
want to
give him the money he wanted, and they gave him somewhere else. But again, when he took the money, he disappeared. So don't come to me like that. Yo, it's hard to play with that type of pressure. You're talking about a lot of money. Every at bat, you got your family every time they're going down the street. You got name calling. You got people very upset. Where, like you said, a train station away, very upset about what he did. Man, the man left for $5 million more. $5 million more he left. So there was more to it, but that's on another segment. But it's hard to hit with that type of money. That's all I'm gonna say. I love him. We don't want to keep jumping on the Soto. Yeah, the guy's gonna ball.
Shout out to Soto.
Yeah, he gonna ball.
Shout out to Soto. You know what I'm saying? The baseball gods has answered.
He gonna ball.
I've been talking about it for 40 games, my guy. Been 40 games, and finally, the baseball gods have answered. My dog hit 3. Go ahead.
Two.
One was
wrong.
The third one got stolen.
And a badass catch.
So,
that's a gold glove.
You can't say it was not a home run. He was just caught. But
You're right.
He was out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to my boy Soto,
You're
man.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Big things, man. I see big things. You're waking up. You
know
know
what
what
I
I'm saying?
wanna talk about?
You're waking up from your nap.
Let's talk. Look, so we talking Mexican.
Let's talk
Cinco de
about-
Mayo, Alex Verdugo.
El Verdugo.
Crazy.
El Verdugo. You was telling me a wild story about El Verdugo.
Crazy story.
Shout out to the Mexicans once again.
The guy
we
does
gonna
his
bring up.
thing.
We gonna bring up a little story. This is story time with Gonzi, guys.
The guy shows up. He does his thing in New York. Has a decent season with New York. Comes off season. He's a free agent. He's thinking, I got multiple teams. He had 9, 10 teams reach out to him. Every single team offering him minor league deals. Did not want to give him a major league deal. I guess they can say it was a humble pie. Like he says, he talked about it yesterday in his game, that it was a humble pie for him, which was very shocking to me because the guy, Verdugo, has numbers. He's put up his career. He's a great player, great teammate. I couldn't understand how he wasn't getting a major league contract. Yeah. But then Atlanta reached out to him.
Shout out to Atlanta, man.
Atlanta
team,
reaches out. He says they give him a major league deal,
Shout out
but
to the Braves.
he had the option. The Braves had the option to send them down whenever they want, and he took it. He said, "If you're gonna give me the major league deal, I just want to be in the field. I want to see." He took. I guess in his way, he took it for granted. I'm guessing. I don't know what it was, but he's back on the field, and my boy is balling.
He's doing his
My boy's
motherfucking thing,
Pro-
man. He's
Pro-
doing.
Pro-
Oye,
Pro-
esa
Pro-
mamada, güey. No le quisieron dar a Mexicano su chance y está rompiendo, hijo de la chingada.
No, and he got his chance because Verdugo got his shot because Profar got hurt. They gave him a big off-season deal, with the Braves. He got hurt. You got Acuna still hurt. So he gets his shot. Brother, that nigga, he ain't going back down to the minors. He ain't going back to he's got to look. Right now he has 56 at-bats, 8 runs, 17 hits, batting .304. He's doing his thing.
Yeah. No, he's doing his numbers.
He's
doing his 1-2.
He's showing everybody why he should have had a major league deal. In the end of the day, that guy has his numbers. He's a great teammate. I'm happy for him. Yeah. I guess it was a humble pie, which didn't deserve it. I guess the chains or something played out. Something, he's flashy and shit.
Yeah, he is.
But that's who he is. That's what makes him who he is. So I'm super happy for him. Verdugo, keep doing your thing. Big fan of yours. Love him. Change the Braves organization. They're gonna ball out this year. They doing big things. Acuna coming back. But let's talk about the team that I said the most.
LA? And we got them, mind you, we got them boys out here playing. They're out here in Miami, right? Or we playing over there?
We're in a 3-game series right now with the.
But I'm saying we over there.
No. They're here.
So
here.
you know what I'm saying? LA, let's give a welcome to LA.
Look,
you know what I'm saying? Welcome to Miami.
A quick little sweep.
Oh yeah.
I think
they're
today,
coming with broom.
Today they got Sandy. That's gonna be the hardest matchup.
They're coming with broom.
If the Marlins are gonna take one game, it'll be today. If they do not take the game today, Pablo, apaga y mira, saga.
Yeah.
Apaga la luz.
On mamas?
Brother, he's gone. On mamas, they sweeping the house.
On mamas, they coming with brooms?
There's going to be a BP session, batting practice at 5. Like, you already know what's going to happen. You're going to see a whole stadium full of blues, Dodger blue. You already know. It sucks.
Yeah.
They're in first place.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Talking
yeah.
about 23,
I mean,
23 wins.
I feel like they're there for a reason. I feel like they got the players to be there,
and they
you know
spend the money.
And
they spend the money for their players,
and that's what people don't understand. Though you got to spend money on your team, bro.
People talk about the Marlins all the time. Oh, because we got bandwagons, we got this, brother. What has the Marlins done for us? Every time we have a good name or a good player, what do? We get rid of them for nothing, for trash. And who do they become? Hall of Famers. All-Stars. I can't name you so many players that the Marlins have given up. And then it's like, oh, why don't we have fans? Why the fuck would you be a fan of the Marlins, bro?
Not real now.
And trust me, I love the fucking Marlins. I rep the Marlins. I love the Marlins. But it's hard to be a fan of the Marlins, man.
It is.
It's really, like, when you're looking in the crowd and you see 1,200 fans, yo, it's hard to play. Then you go to a Dodger game and that bitch is sold out. You got people watching it from the parking lot.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I never understood that shit, man.
Tough.
Our fans.
And you talking about 2 World Series titles we got. Like, we ain't just no Joe Smoke. We had the teams, bro.
That's
but
real.
what happens right after we won? We got rid of the whole team. That's what happens every year. Look at all the players balling. You got Yelich balling for the Brewers. Ozuna balling for the Braves. Pablo Lopez for the Twins. Like, brother, every player stand for the Yankees. Every
for the
player
Yankees
that we've given up, and it's like, dog, what do we do? Real Muto for the Phillies. How many players do you? Jazz
too. Jazz is doing ever since he got to New York. He don't turn up.
Come on, man.
He turned up ever since he got to New York.
This is all Marlin players.
Yeah, I think it's really more
something wrong with the organization.
I think it's really more. I don't think it's the players. I think it's more like the city. Like, I want you guys to comment below, man, to all my Miamians. You know what I'm saying? And all like everybody that follow our Miami teams, when the Dolphins, the Heat, the Panthers. Shout out to the Panthers. Will be in the playoffs right now.
Second round, baby. Second round.
They don't even talk about it.
Throwing them
you get what I'm saying? Comment below, guys, on
what the Marlins need to do, man.
Yeah, what the Marlins need to do to get those fans in them stands.
Mamas,
you know what I'm saying? Because they be giving away their tickets and they be giving away mad free shit. No. And you still can't even put 15,000 in the stand.
You pay more for parking than you are to go watch the game.
That's on mamas.
Like, what are we doing?
That's on mamas.
Like, bro, I could get a Marlin ticket for $5. But find me a parking less than 20.
Yo, bro. So I went.
That's insane,
guys. I went with my wife and I went with my brother and shit. We went to go see Soto. You know what I'm saying? When they played the Marlins.
Yeah, that's why you were frustrated.
Super frustrated.
Let me guess. He had a bad game.
Yo, bro. I got home plate tickets.
Like, you got in your feelings. You and your feelings.
Cap. I didn't get home place. I didn't get home plate. I was behind third base. I'm lying. Behind third base, which is like right there.
Yeah, you in the line.
Bro, I think I paid like $120, $140 for 2 tickets. My parking was $58.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Do you get what I'm saying?
How can you want to go to a game like that?
I don't understand.
And then you can't name me 3 players on the team. So it's like you're basically paying to go watch the other team. You're definitely not going to watch the Marlins. And I don't.
And we got a beautiful stadium, by the way.
Bro, Marlins is
we got a beautiful stadium.
Like a retractable dome, like, brother, like we got what we need to bring the fans. It's just, bro, give us players to watch, man. Damn, like it's like bring and then it's not even. I'm not even dissing the players that are playing right now, because shout out, they're in the major leagues, they deserve it. I get it.
Yeah,
but
we need a little names. We need some attraction. Everybody likes attraction, and we in Miami. We in Miami. Y'all seem to forget that shit. We in Miami. We need names. We need names. We need shit that ring bells.
We need the.
You get what I'm saying? We need the.
We need the world classic. We need the world classic fans. That type of shit. Them world classic fans.
Oh, mamas.
You see how that shit? Can you imagine
that
playing?
That shit is crazy, man.
So imagine you as a player playing for a crowd like that. Dog, like I said it before. It's sad when the same person can catch the foul ball twice in the same game. I've been my whole life. I've been my whole life to games.
Person.
I never caught in a foul ball in my life.
Yo, mind you, I seen
mamas. Never caught in a foul ball.
I seen this video online. I seen this video online, Gonzi, bro. This guy's been he was a Dodgers fan, I believe. don't quote the team, but he was a baseball fan. He's been going to watch his favorite team for 40 years. Never caught a fucking foul ball.
You see what I'm talking about?
Nigga, every time I go to the Marlins game, I catch a foul ball.
People don't even run after the ball no more.
Yo.
They're like, hey, dog, hey, that shit's too far, dog. Mama, they be like, hey, that's about half a block. You can keep. Hey, he points at the next nigga. Hey, you can go get that foul ball if you want. I got the last one. You're good. Hey, I got the last one. You're good on this one.
Fuck that shit. Yo, real shit. Nigga, not real now.
And they ain't even playing around. And again, I hate to say that. And obviously, my favorite player and brother, like brother from another mother, Jose Fernandez, played for the Marlins.
Yeah,
I always love the Marlins for that because that's my boy. Shout out,
R.I.P. Hernandez, man. You know what I'm saying?
Boy. Big shout out. Probably the best thing that ever came for the Marlins.
I'm not even gonna lie.
I think would have been the best pitcher right now, top 3 in the game.
I'm not even gonna lie, man.
I only went to the Marlins games for him.
Nah, he was different, bro. He was different, man. He was built different.
You had a chance to win every time he was on the mound.
And I'm proud to say that he was he was Cuban.
Full blown
Cuban. Yeah, at that.
Crazy story. Came 4 times on a little boat, little
you
raft.
Got stories about? Share us a couple stories about. But before you share us a story, I wanna introduce our sponsors and the people that been believing in us and been showing us love. So before we get to that, let me just introduce the sponsors right quick.
Go ahead, man. Say what you gotta say. Come on. So,
guys, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. First, I want to introduce Uncle Larry's Smoke Shop. Uncle Larry's Smoke Shop, where you can get all your vapes, you can get all your Delta 9, all your good stuff to smoke, hookah, pipes, grinders, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you can get fly, you can get high with us, you know what I'm saying? You can do all those good things. I mean, you can pull up to Uncle Larry and you're going to get what you need. Also, Triangulo swag, where you can get all your beautiful hats, you know what I'm saying? As you can see, that gas yai is available on Triangulo swag, and all the Triangulo has is in it as well. You know what I'm saying? So, back to the show. So now you're going to share us a little story. Another story time with Gonzi. My boy got a lot of stories, man. Growing up in MOB and having this brother that he got to see a lot of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to, even though I seen a lot of shit with him, there's things that I don't even know about. So let us know a couple of story about
funny
Fernandez.
Story. A really good one was when he was in the minors with the Marlins. My brother was already popping. My brother was already doing his thing with Washington, with Oakland. And I never forget, we were in spring training. We were in Jupiter. And we're in a Marlin game, spring training. And I'm on the field. I'm talking to my brother. We all here, blah, blah. Because he knows I do fishing. I'm on a fishing. I was on a fishing team. Jay's crew. Shout out my brothers.
Shout out to
Jesse,
Jay Crew.
Javi,
Shout out to Jay
Sean,
Crew.
John. Those are my boys. Shout them out. The best fisherman team in the world. Yes. Jay's crew.
Real now.
So he knew that I was into the fishing and the team and what I did, and he knew I was a big fan of Jose Fernandez. But this was when he was in the minors. When he came from Cuba, went to Tampa, played over there. I was a big fan of him. I already knew he was going to be a big dog.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, he's here. Jose, you want to meet him? He always tells me that fishing. He's always telling me about fishing, and I always tell him about you. That Jay's cool. My brother's telling him that, Gonzi, I always tell him that you fish and you do your thing. So I wanted him to meet you, and I'm like, shit, of course, hell yeah, bring him out. He comes out, instant best friends. The guy's.
But you could tell he was a fun person, and he was young, man. He was a beautiful soul.
Real deal. That guy was.
That we didn't get to enjoy.
He was the truth. He was the truth. So he introduces me, and he starts talking about the fishing. And, bro, I do this. And mind you, this guy fishes off, what's those things called? Cliffs and rocks.
Yeah. Cuban shit.
Like yo-yos.
Straight struggle, I already know, nigga.
He's showing me videos and pictures of yo-yos.
Nigga was probably fishing in Cuba to eat. Yeah. They got nigga how to catch his own shit.
Yeah.
On
so
mamas.
He's showing me.
That's how we, what I'm saying? Like real shit.
100%. He's showing me yo-yos and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? No, I'm like, So
nigga might not catch that fish. He might not eat that day.
I send him
real shit.
I show him a picture, and I'm showing him our team. What we did. It was recent. He doesn't even know what to do because he's never even been on a real boat type shit.
Wow.
He comes in he's been in a raft. Like
yeah.
He doesn't know what a real boat, fishing.
Right.
He goes off of, like I said, piers and shit. So he's shocked. Tells me, bro, please take me. He doesn't But like in the beginning, you know, everybody tells you, "Oh, come, I'm gonna get you," and they never invite you, never talk to them after that. You know.
Pause. Hold on. When you say come like that, you gotta say pause behind that.
You know when people say, "Hey,
yeah, because coming is crazy." That nigga was coming for a long time. Pause. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, my bad.
Come. How many times you gonna come? Like, relax.
So you know how people, you're not word of, man of your word. You be saying, "Oh, show up, I'm gonna invite you here."
Yeah.
So I invite him.
He kept the chill.
I kept it 100 with him. I
real
hit him
now.
up that same day. He shows up. He was Jay's crew for life.
Not real now.
He's Jay's crew for life.
I remember you used to post that nigga all the time fishing with you, bro.
He is Jay's crew for life. He's never, ever in his life fished the way he fished with us that day. Obviously, even the members on the crew, they didn't know who Jose Fernandez was. These are fishermen. They don't know baseball. So when I'm telling them, listen, I'm bringing probably the best pitcher in all of baseball on board, they were like, yeah, just bring him. But with no like, Jose. They didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
They see this type of man. He becomes the way he was, his presence, fishing, grabbing up the hooks, doing everything. He was like a little kid inside the boat. We have videos of it and everything. It's insane. He catches his first fish. I remember we're out in the ocean. He catches it. We have onions cut up and what's that everybody likes to eat with the onions and the fish and ceviche. He was doing that shit in the middle of the water. He was a real one. This man had This man had his own bag of ceviche. We catch a fish live. We're catching fish, and this man is gutting the fish, cutting them in pieces, throwing them in the ceviche, and eating that shit right there. Real island shit, Cuban shit. Like I was like, what?
Mamas.
Like that fish was just a lot.
We doing over there. Nigga, you said we surviving.
And then obviously he became a Jay's crew member. Nigga for life. He's Team Jay's crew for life. You can see all his interviews. He was always on Jay's crew. That was one of the craziest stories I remember when I met him, and it was like so shocking to see that he was like so into like pier fishing, yo-yos, and that shit was enough for him. He was.
He didn't give a fuck about having a $1,500 rod or nothing.
I show him.
He just wanted to fish.
I show him our life, and he was like. A kid. He was on the boat like a kid, cleaning the boat, putting in the hooks, the weights. It was insane. Shows how humble the man was. Very humble. Ends up buying his own and sucks.
We got a minute left. So before we got a minute left, ladies and gentlemen, that was story time with Gonzi. We're gonna have a lot of those.
We're gonna try to have story time.
We got a lot of those, man. A lot of those. We got that's light work. That's light. We haven't even opened up the cabinet yet and brought out the folders on you motherfuckers.
4 years.
So we're gonna, that's just light. We're giving you a little warm-up story and shit.
Now you got 4 years. 4 years of Gio in the minors, 13 in the bigs. You're talking about 17
relax. We got 17 years of stories.
We've been
You know what I'm saying? But I want to, before we end the show, I want to talk about El Juez. Mr. Gabble himself, Mr. Judge himself. You know what I'm saying? What a year! What a fucking year, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it's been about 2 months. I feel like he has a torch turned on.
Yeah.
And they can't turn it on.
Yo.
He has that Olympics, the Olympics when they turn on that torch bubble.
And that bitch, you gotta turn it off with an ocean.
You gotta throw 18 gallons.
Yeah. On mamas.
He's on his own world.
He turned up.
Aaron Judge is in his own world. Like, I don't understand how he's that type of player. He's batting 420 something, 423, I think. He's got 12 bombs. Don't pitch him, basically. The guy's in his own world.
Get out the way.
He's 33 years old.
Get out the way.
He's in his own world.
Get out the way.
I think this year, if it ain't the Dodgers,
it's the Yanks?
It's the Yanks, bro. He's got something to prove.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it.
He's got something to prove.
There you have a prediction by Mr. Gonz himself. The Yanks might have a chance. I mean, they were there last year, I think this year.
I still got LA winning it because they got better than last year, and brother Ohtani's coming back.
Yeah, but Judge is disrespectful right now. He's not playing fair. He is disrespecting motherfuckers.
And how about Paul Goldschmidt? They got Paul Goldschmidt on first base. That they told him hang it up last year. Had a horrible year last year. They told him hang it up. The guy's it's like he went to a new doctor and rejuvenated something. He went to an island that I've never seen on Mamas. He did some.
He did some.
On Mamas? He went from see you later to I'm here.
I'm here.
That boy's here. Wow. Let's
all right,
get it.
ladies and gentlemen, man. This is all we got for today, man. On mamas.
Comment down low.
See you guys next time.
You want
on
us
the
to bring
second
up
episode.
a topic? You want us to bring up a topic? Talk about something you want? Hey, any story you want to hear? You let us know. We're here for you, man. You already know we're here for the fans.
Let.